Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 16 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour, RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. And this is the Reset Tour, a bicycle trip around the southeast United States to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So yeah, camped last night on the concrete pad. It was great. I love this Big Agnes tent, especially any of the freestanding tents, because you can set them up on a concrete pad, no problems. But I was able to get a shower this morning. Oh, it feels so good. And this is for the ladies, okay? So I buy the smallest possible things to, wash and shampoo and lotion with. And so the smallest thing at Walmart was herbal essences, right? It's like a rose hips kind of thing. And then the smallest lotion was one left over from a hotel room on the Atlantic Coast tour called Elemis. And I want to kind of, you can't smell what I smell like, but I want to put this in your head for a minute. So the herbal essences, when I was, shampooing with this, it's like when you're 25, that 20 to 28, 29 phase where this is still cool and like, oh, I got to use herbal essences before you realize that other things wash your hair much better. This is more like when, you're just realizing that Burberry's a thing. So you want the almost provocative boldness of like, people knowing that your presence is there. So this is like a mix between your 25-year-old self and your 45-year-old self, somewhere in there. But yeah, it was really strange because this was fun and playful. And this was like, hello. Anyway, got to pack up. There's some cool stuff to see here at the base of the park that we drove past as we came in. And yeah, gonna get on the road. I've only got like 105 miles to Pigeon Forge, and I've got 4 days to get there. So I'm hoping Cades Cove is a possibility. They're supposed to open today, or they're closed to today. Today's the 27th. So I don't know how all that's going to work. I'll see when I get there. If they've just opened and it's like super busy with people that have missed it and want to go back, like may not even go that option. But I would like to go there, especially for my buddy Joey up there in Vermont. So anyway, we'll see. Don't know how far I'm going to go. Never really do. Don't ever make any plans. Just let God lead the way. And you're about to see that leading right about now. All right, a nice quick stop into the Homestead Market for Hunt's Brothers Pizza. Let's take that jalapeno-roni counter on up to 8. 8 pepperoni and jalapeno pizzas in 16 days. We're on a streak here. We're going for at least one every other day on a bike tour. Anyway, let's go. Well, that was quite a climb. So this is Homestead Tower. It's a giant stone tower here at the very top of the hill. As I left getting my pizza, I saw it, and it's got a museum. I'm always looking for stickers. So I swung in and she said, it's free to climb the tower. So I was like, okay. They got the stairs bolted to like a giant pipe. And then every bit of it is this like limestone, sandstone tower. It's pretty thick too, like when you look out the windows. I don't know if I can get it on. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty thick. I'd say at least a foot. It's like really interesting. Cool air from the outside's coming in through the vents. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go figure out what the story is, and then I'll put that over the view from the top up there at the tower. Let's go. All right, so this was originally a water tower in the 1930s. So after the Great Depression, Roosevelt had started like communities and things all over as part of the New Deal. And all these homesteads up here in Cumberland and several villages in the area, a few that I'll be going through today, were all kind of a part of that. And it really kind of inspired people to think, you know, well, at least they're doing something. And so the government really helped to kind of boost everybody back out of the Depression by getting all these building programs and things going on. But this was a water tower for these stone homes up here in the Cumberland area. And yeah, they used the offices at the bottom as government offices while it was here. So pretty interesting. If I can remember to, I will put a link here to the story about the Cumberland homestead and the New Deal that I saw while I was standing inside. Anyway, let's go. Love you guys. See you later. Alright, so I'm riding through some of these communities and you can see the stone houses and like mother-in-law suites and stuff. It's pretty interesting. But you know, one of the things I was thinking about, I didn't even realize it until in post yesterday. I was picked up from The Landing yesterday, which is the name of the restaurant, The Landing, after seeing the street sign, King's Landing, and talking about, you know, the spring. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. And I wish I would have thought like, hey, this is called The Landing. I'll say something about this. Didn't, had no idea. Anyway, yeah. So I always thought it was going to be Tennessee. And then I found the place in Love, Virginia, but I'm starting to think maybe again that this pilgrimage might lead to Tennessee. Stay tuned for the next couple of years for details. So remember the other day when I said this? You know, these are my absolute favorite roads in the US. Nice long either like slow climbs up a creek or slow rolls down one. Yeah, so definitely long, slow rolls down a creek. Down, I don't even know what I was thinking. Still a nice road, but down is way, way better. Alright, so I rolled in here to Ozone Falls. It was literally right off the highway that I was coming down. And when I started walking onto the path, it seemed real familiar. So in between, part of the work that I do is I study the route, I look at other YouTube channels, I see, you know, areas I might want to visit, those kind of things. Like I kind of figure out a general arc of where I want to go. Again, God always changes it. But so when I got on the path to walk here, I was like, this path is really familiar. And it turns out I had watched it on a YouTube video. I'll try to put that link here. But it is absolutely spectacular. I'm not going to climb down on this one and get under it, just because I don't have that much time. But check this out. What? Yeah, I saw this. I was like, that'd be a great stealth campable spot. Again, it's not somewhere I can stealth camp because I think I've only gone like 15 miles. But yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around and let you guys see what I've already seen on another channel that I'm glad I got to see in person now, because God is just so good. I had no idea. No idea. Until I got on the path, I did not know this was where that was until I saw the path and I was like, I know this place. Thank God for YouTube. Here we go. So that's gotta be 100 feet. If you get a chance, look up on something and drop it in the comments how high up Ozone falls from. It's a little spooky looking over the edge. I'm hanging onto a rock with my other hand and sitting down, but still it gives you that kind of like feeling. So, small world, you know, you guys love the coincidences that happen daily on this channel. But I just finished recording that little thing about the falls here. And this is Jenny White. And how do we know each other?
So I grew up in Mobile, Alabama, and Fred Wolf was my pastor from the time I was born until we left Alabama, probably in 80, I think we left in 88. So a lot of the people that you go to church with at Luke 4:18 knew me from when I was a kid, and know my parents, Rob and Sandy White, really well. So small world that here in East Tennessee, in the middle of nowhere, I run into this guy. So
it's crazy.
What a treat. Yeah,
it's so good. God is so good. He's so faithful. I'm encouraged by you being here, and yeah, it just so cool. So cool. Anyway, we love you guys. We'll see you later. Well, I just had one of the funnest rides down Mount Roosevelt from up there at Ozone Falls that I've had in a while. Like, I mean, there were a few little climbs in the middle, but it was fun. Did not have the GoPro on for any of it, so I guess the battery died. Well, I know the battery died while I was at the falls. I forgot to turn it off. So I thought that it was on. It was not on. Usually I hear the 3 beeps, you know, and then like 7 beeps, and then it tells me it's shutting down. Well, since I wasn't by the bike, I didn't have any idea. Anyway, also the time changed. So it's an hour later than what I thought it was going to be, which I wasn't really configuring all that. I saw it coming earlier today. Like, I kind of knew, okay, I'm in the same area that it's going to change, but I did not do any planning on, like, in the day early, because you're going to lose an hour. I've still got extra daylight, but I'm just, you know, it's going to be late. So I stopped here and got some Subway. I'm going to ride and try to make it to this campground, but I'm not going to ride after dark. These roads have been crazy. So we'll see how it ends up. I think there's a little hotel in Kingston, and I'm still 12 miles away from there, and I've got an hour till it gets dark. So we'll see how it works out, but you'll see more of that right about now. Well, it's 9 o'clock now, and I got under my waterfall anyway. Crazy cool day, time change. This morning at the campground, I met a guy named John Rayls. We talked Christian, brother, handed me 20 bucks. It was cool. He said his son's in recovery, which is super awesome. And like, just we're able to fellowship. And then the ride today, and then, you know, meeting Jenny White. What are the chances, really? And then, you know, rolling in here at dark. It was actually after dark. The camera always makes it seem different than what it really is, but it was super dark. But yeah, so I'm here. I'm down for the night. I'm going to cut and edit this video and get it out to you guys as quickly as I can. If you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description. That link has all the ways you can contact me, all the Redeeming Eden social media, TikTok, Facebook official page. Also, Dominic Varvaro put on the Facebook official page the contest, essentially, to win a jersey by October 30th on this ride. So go check that out, and don't forget, that's a possibility if you want a jersey. But you can contact me through any of those places, and you can find out more about Redeeming Eden, how to donate. Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. That link is in there also. You can also find out about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund through the IGO link and the Popple link. All the links. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. And this is the Reset Tour. I need your help, guys. I need your help on making these videos palatable. And, you know, I need your help. So comment on the videos on YouTube. Share the videos on your social media profile. Like the videos on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All those things will go a long way in helping to build Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. So yeah, from here at the Super 8 Motel in Kingston. Kingston was gorgeous, by the way. Their park on the water was just, it was gorgeous. It was evening. People were out taking their strolls. Just really, I really like Kingston, Tennessee. But from Kingston, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.